Boys and girls, today we are turning those abstract colored paintings that we made last week into this owl collage. So to begin, I am going to flip my painting over, and with a pencil I am going to draw a rounded oval shape for the owl's body, and I want it to be big, like it's going to take up about half of your painting. So if you look, I stretched it, it's almost touching the top, almost touching the bottom. So I am going to cut that out. As you're working on this, you will get a black paper that already has your name tag on it. That's that black paper that we are going to collage our owl onto. So you have picked up brown paper and white paper to help you out with this project. That brown paper is going to be the branch that your owl is sitting on. So you can decide which part of that painting you want it to be, the top or the bottom. It's kind of a funny looking owl so far. This branch, I would like you to have fun with it. Make it wobbly, make it a little skinnier. You can even cut it so that it has like a triangle out of it, so it looks like it's two branches on one end. It's coming apart and growing. This branch can also be cut shorter. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down this branch, and when I do that, I want to make sure that it's not floating. So on this one side, it definitely needs to touch the edge of the paper. I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter even, but I'm making sure it's touching over there, and on the other side it's not. If I have that space like that, it's going to look like that branch is floating in air, which is going to look pretty silly. So I'm going to flip that over and get that lined up on the edge. The owl body. I'm going to put some glue on the back of the owl body, and I'm going to glue that down. So as a second grader, I want you to start thinking about things that are going to save you time when you're working on a project. So I'm going to cut these scraps off. If I need 2 wings, and the wings are going to be oval shaped, I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to fold it in half. That will save me time, so I don't have to cut out 2 exact wings that are the same. I'm going to cut them out just with one cut. So I am just making a really long skinny oval. If you feel like you need to draw that oval on first, you could do that. I'm going to glue those wings down. Your owl needs some feathers. I'm going to fold this paper in half, saving time. I'm going to go on those loose edges, and I'm going to cut some long skinny rectangles. Maybe 3 of them. So 3 cuts, but I folded it in half so I have double of that. And I'm going to use these and I'm going to make some wings, or sorry, some feathers. So I'm going to cut this probably in thirds. So these pieces for the feathers on the tummy are about the size of my thumb. Now I've never seen an owl with rectangle feathers, so I'm either going to round these or kind of point them. So I'm not going to do all the gluing for this project in my video, but you get the idea that I'm rounding these feathers, and then I would start to line them up on the owl's tummy. I might put like 4 or 3 on the bottom row, and I'm going to layer them to really make him look like he has a fluffy texture, and I could put more. You're also going to get a big sheet of white paper. I'm going to fold that in half. And if you feel like you need to draw first, I'm going to draw a big round shape for the eyes. And I'm going to cut it out. And it's folded in half, so I'm saving time. I'm cutting 2 at the same time. So here are my owl's eyes. And owls are kind of sleepy little creatures. So I'm going to make some eyelids today out of my painted paper. And the eyelids I'm going to make, I'm keeping this folded in half. They're going to be like a half circle shape. So I had it folded in half so I get 2. And I'm going to line them up right there. Other things your owl could have. Horns. So you could have triangle shapes, kind of like ears or horns. Those could go at the top. Your owl will probably need some little feet. So the feet, again, my paper is folded in half because I need to. I'm going to start with a rectangle shape, and I'm going to cut a little triangle out of the bottom. And now it looks like he has toes. Those would definitely go on the branch. I've seen kids make leaves with their scrap paper. So I'm going to keep that folded in half, saving time. If you wanted to add leaves on your branch, you could do that. At your tables, you will have black crayons and white crayons. You definitely want to put that black dot in your owl's eyes. You could have fun with that if you wanted your dots going to the side like it was looking sideways. There will also be white crayons. So if you would like a moon on your project, you could add a crescent moon or a full moon, and you could color that in. If you wanted to add stars in the sky, you could do that. So you have lots of options with this owl. I hope you have fun. When you are finished, it will go in the drying rack.